This impressive site is located on the banks of the Indus River in the Mianwali District of Punjab, Pakistan. Where the talismanic vertical cliffs and the river surround a small old town. Is Mari. To the left of the city stands a tall hill, on top of which there once stood a fort called Manikot. Manikot means diamond fort because of its diamonds, and minerals of Kala Bagh are found below and in the surroundings, and this quality led to the destruction and ruin of this fort because treasure hunters and miners have dug up this hill. The Indus River, which originates from Sangi Kebab in Tibet. Sangi Kebab means the lion's mouth, and this river Tibet, which flows through the roof of the world and the Karakoram Mountains, joins the water of hundreds of other rivers and streams, and the river, passing through the center of Pakistan. It covers a journey of 1,800 miles and joins the Arabian Sea near Karachi. Its banks have seen many cities and civilizations rise and die. One of such magnificent cultural monuments still exists today in the form of ancient Hindu temples on the fort of Manikot.
The temples found in Mari Indus are mainly related to Hinduism, and the temples of Mari Indus are of special importance for understanding Hindu temple architecture. All the temples tell us that this place has been of special importance to Hinduism.
Here a river Gaisavai Algada joins the river Indus. Mari city is the oldest settlement of Mianwali District. There are two very ancient temples built on the top of the hill on the left side. The nearby city of these temples is named Mari Indus because of the river Indus. These temples are also mentioned in the Hindu religious books Bhagwat, Gita, and Mahabharata.
The temple architecture of the Salt Range is seen in the temples of Mari Indus. The location of these temples should also be seen in the context of how Hinduism developed here, and how Hindu architecture developed, and the people who built these temples were familiar with all the traditions that were being used from Chakwal to Dera Ismail Khan, in terms of temple style, in terms of architecture, in terms of decoration, in terms of location, and in terms of its history. It is very important to understand Hindu mythology and understand them. In understanding Hindu architecture does a great role play.
According to the English writer Grierson, it was first built by the Pandavas, the protagonists of the Mahabharata, during their exile, and the construction of the present temples is said to date from 1100 to 1200 years ago during the Hindu imperial period. These temples are very high and beautiful examples of Kashmiri architecture. Their design is similar to the temples of Kafir Kot Amb Sharif, and in the middle of this beautiful view there are these beautiful centuries-old Hindu temples, and temples should be in such a beautiful place.
Of how we get started as temple architect. Modern small temples are built in it. There is only a central room, which we call Garba Deep or Cella. Then the porch is added later. A place is found, then a porch is found, and a huge temple is found, which is also related to Shiva.
Chekar Mandap Garba Gurhiya. These three beautiful parts are made of this temple. These are temples of Kashmiri style of architecture. The shekar of this temple has carved flowers and made Very beautiful cabinets and windows on the outer sides of Garbhagriha. They are decorated with flowers. These are Tirtha temples, i.e. three-cornered temples.
A place is found, then a porch is found, and a huge temple is found, which is also related to Shiva, which is also related to Vishnu. Hindu mythology was very popular in this area.
There are ruins of the huge temples which are now in very bad condition, but today these beautiful temples are gone. How these temples will be you can imagine through this animation.
And Hinduism has the largest following after Buddhism in this area, and there is a great story behind the finding of all these Hindu temples in the Salt Range, which is very important to understand.
Pits dug around the temples can be seen here, which have played a very important role in the collapse of these temples, and mines dug here are also seen. This is the ancient history of Pakistan. They are priceless specimens, and it is our national responsibility to protect them.